change?
Nothing. Nothing to tell us. How long does it take for them to find out what she's on?
I suppose they have to run some tests.
Well, then why don't they run them? And why won't they let me back in there? If she wakes up, she's going to be so afraid. Can't be the first time that she's tried this stuff. She could have been using for months, and where was I? How could I let this happen in front of my own eyes?
It's easy to miss things you're not looking for. What you don't want to see.
Listen, I don't think I could have gotten her off that roof without you. Thanks.
Hey, I'm glad I could help. It's a terrible thing.
Ned?
Okay, she's inside. We can't go in. She's breathing on her own, and her heartbeat was fine when we arrived. They're running tests now.
Reginald said that he had to be wrong.
Ellen, Emily was on drugs. And I don't know what, but she was definitely high when she collapsed.
Oh, Emily.
What the hell do you want?
To update you on your daughter's condition.
He's a doctor on duty. I tried to get someone else.
Sometimes even the quartermains have to take what they can get.
Hey, happily I'm not a quartermain. But if you can't act in a professional manner, I'll have your license pulled. I'm sure no one could accuse me of bias.
Your daughter is stable. We got her toxicology report back from the lab. It's positive for THC, PCP, and some kind of opiate.
Oh.
I'd say offhand that your daughter is using heroin, among other things.
Oh, my. I can't believe it. How could she do this to herself?
What's important is she's all right. I'm gonna call grandmother. She must be frantic.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to leave you guys to it. If you need anything.
Oh, Jax, you've already done it. Reginald told us how you helped Ned save her. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome. And it was more him than anyone.
I'm going to see if I can get in touch with Tony Jones, see if he'll take over Emily's case.
I'll be right here.
She's not in a coma, Grandfather. Yes, she's gonna be just fine. I'll take care of it as soon as she wakes up. And tell Grandmother not to worry. Okay, I will. Bye.
Dad?
Oh, yes, Grandfather said you're coming over.
Yeah, Lila has her hands full over there with him. How's Emily?
Well, she's still unconscious, but she's out of danger. Basically, they're just waiting for the drugs to wear off. Heroin, PCP, and THC thrown in for good measure.
Oh, my God.
You know, the other day she called me to fix her. That's my job, right? You know, damage control for the family. But how do I fix this? I mean, how do I make things better for her?
The only thing you can do is just love her through this.
So you're the only one left. I thought the others might show a modicum of interest.
Have you run an echocardiogram?
I ordered it as soon as I knew she arrested. She probably has a heart murmur. But you probably wouldn't know that. It's pretty clear that your daughter's welfare is the last thing on your mind.
Is that all this really is to you? Just another chance to get a dig at me. My daughter is recovering from an overdose. She almost died, and you really enjoy seeing me suffer. You're not
Do your job, okay? And if you better make sure Emily's all right, and if anything happens to her, I'll blow your head off. Go.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, he can't hurt her. I've been watching her. And the nurses, they care about her. You can tell. They know what they're doing.
I really meant back at the house what you did for her.
Wasn't me. I knew how to help Emily because your son cared enough to learn CPR. He saved her.
No. No, Emily needed you. You saved her.
I won't leave her alone.
Well, I will, I'll go find Alan. Thank you. Thank you. Well, I wonder when they're going to let us see her.
Whenever we want. Pierce Norman is not going to keep us from our daughter.
He is still the attending physician. I wonder, is this some sort of cosmic joke or just a final comment on my failure as a parent? I drive Emily to overdose and I can't even get her a decent doctor. Well, I'm not going to worry about it because Jason is there, and if Dorman so much as looks funny at Emily, he'll kill him. I mean, he said he would, and he will. You know, in a way, I am jealous of Jason. At least he can do something to help Emily instead of just sitting back and saying, why? How could we have ignored her cries for help, Alan? She stayed out all night long, and we didn't do a thing. Oh, yeah, we had a little chat in the living room, and then we went back to business as usual. Emily will be fine. She's a resilient girl. Would you pass the croissants, please? Let's just get on with who's blackmailing who. God, what were we waiting for? A postcard from her? Dear Mom and Dad, I'm using drugs. I need help. Love, Emily. Paige was, I think, one of my dearest friends. She entrusted me with a very sensitive, very loving child. And 2 years later, that same child almost dies in my house, and I have no excuse. I haven't any explanation. All I want to do is just pray to God I have one more chance. Please don't take her away. Please don't take my daughter away.
Hey, Ned, I have to throw you out again. I need to run some more tests.
When will she wake up?
It shouldn't be long.
More tests. But they think she should be conscious soon. I'm gonna go find Alan and Monica. You stay here. If she wakes up, I want you to go right in. Don't let them stop you. I don't want the first face she sees to be Dorman's.
No problem.
Dr. Buxbaum, please report to nuclear medicine. Dr. Buxbaum, please report to nuclear medicine.
She's coming out of it. When she regains consciousness...
I am a doctor. I know what to expect.
You can go.
Easy, sweetheart. Easy.
I'm here.
Welcome back, Em.
No, honey. It's going to be okay. It's going to be okay this time. I promise you.
She's right, you know. You're going to be just fine, Em.
She's awake?
Yeah, just now. She smiled.
Thank God. For some reason, I was afraid it was going to be like you, where she wouldn't recognize any of us. Probably be better off.
No, she wouldn't. It's hard, Ned. Waking up not knowing anyone. Makes you hate the whole world, or at least the people who want you to be someone you're not.
You know, when you left, I promised myself that I would never fail anyone like that again. When I turned around, I did the same thing to Emily. For the same reason. The good of the family. What is that exactly? I mean, what good is a family if it puts a little girl in an emergency room?